Hi guys. Okay, so unfortunately my camera broke and I had to go into work to get the other one and use that instead, and unfortunately I've pretty much painted most of it, but there's still a lot I'm going to be doing to this. So as you can see, I've gone for a brown and green camouflage pattern with red and white tips and red on the tail fin, red banding just before the main gun block at the front. I don't know what you would call this bit here. I've still got to cut out the windows, so if I just pop that open and paint the interior, but I've still got to cut these windows out, but I'm leaving these till last while I'm still playing around with this model and doing what I need to get done to it. So what have I been doing? Well, after speaking to Orc Painter Nerd, I decided to go with this, which was sent to me by AK Interactive. It's a really great product. It's worth reading the instructions just so you get used to it. And do you know what? And also I would test it a few times, because I've got to say I was really impressed. And it says to do 2 to 3 coats of this, or spray it onto your model with your base coat. So this is basically what I did. So I sprayed the thing silver first, so you're looking at that colour there. So the entire model was sprayed silver. Then what I did is I then spray this stuff on. I made sure it's a thick coat. Now they advised to do 2 to 3 coats of this, which is brilliant. But I'm also having trouble with my airbrush at the moment, so I did 1 thick coat. And then what I did was I applied my green. Now the green I used was a Vallejo, and if I can just find it, it was Vallejo US dark green, and it's the Model Air range that they do. It's a really lovely colour. I wanted to go for sort of like a different colour to my greys and my yellows, and I wanted to play around with camouflage patterns. Now this is obviously the Imperial Navy, so obviously it's slightly different to the Krieg colour schemes and the Imperial Fist colour schemes. Let me just grab this. Oh dear. So I then sprayed the green over the top. I let that settle, and then I sprayed another coat of this over the top of that. And then after that I sprayed, which is this colour, which is a green brown, to add to the camouflage. Now the great thing about this is all you have to do is, once it's almost dry and it's dry to the touch, is get your toothbrush or get a paintbrush, and all you have to do is just rub away like this, and the colours start to come through. Your base colour starts to come through. And another way of doing it is using your scalpel blade when it's dry. So I'm just going to lower the camera in for you guys to have a look. So excuse me while it's all a tad jerky. There we go. So as you can see, my base colour has already started to come through where I've just been scratching away. And we're going to find a section that I haven't done yet, say just here. And if I just gently scratch away, you can see that just there my colour's coming through. Oops, sorry, I do apologise. So let's try that again. Let's try it there. So as you can see, that colour's coming through as well, and it adds such great detail. You can just literally pull away the paint and you're going straight to your silver, which is down below. And you want to add scratches, you can add scratches in like so, which is pretty decent. So it's an easy way of doing it. So I'm going to do it on here, and I've actually tried 2 different ways on this. I've actually gone and painted my chips in, but I can now literally just scratch away. If I want to get larger areas, hold on, let's bring that round so you can see it. If I want to get larger areas, I can just scrape away like that. So let's just take off the paint that we put on. You've got to be careful not to go too far. There we go, that's kind of nice. And we'll do the same this side as well. Just see that so you can see it. Let's break up that white. So it actually comes out quite nicely. Let's see if we can grab that there. So you get quite a nice effect from it. Now I've done the same there. I painted that silver and then I added this over the top of it, and then used a red, which was the Vallejo Scarlet Red. And then what I did was I washed it. I didn't bother varnishing it straight after, I just washed it, and the idea was then I could just literally come along and I could just scrape it off like so. So it just came off and it created a really lovely effect. I've also done the same around here as well, scratches and blemishes and stuff, because you know me, I like my battle worn and damaged effect. So overall I'm really impressed with AK Interactive's worn effect. Now most people use hairspray for the same effect, but it's a liquid that's already prepped for you. I don't see why you just don't use this. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so where are we? So I've been busy painting, and I really should do a painting video with this model, but I'm just enjoying painting it and I keep forgetting to switch the camera on, and plus I've got other things that I'm doing. So while I'm painting this, I'm painting something else and something else at the same time. So let's look at where we are at the moment. So I've gone for a very distressed looking model. The idea of this piece, or the story behind this piece, is that it's been in battle, because remember we had a shortened engine flap that was fitted on there because the casting wasn't quite right, so we've battle damaged it up so it fit in, and we've done a hole in the pipe, which will later will have like a more of a glossy look as fuel's pouring out the side, sort of thing, because I kind of like that in films where you see the fuel splattered on the side, and we'll do it splattered along the window as well. Unfortunately I can't find the glass, let's just pop that open, that fits into this. So this isn't finished yet, so we've still got quite a bit to do, but let's take a look. So as you can see, it's huge, and it does, somebody said it looks like a flying aquila. It does have like a bird of prey look about it, especially the front section, almost like there's the mouth, top part and bottom part there, and there's sort of like a, I don't know, like a beak almost, but it does look lovely. So let's go in close. I've forgotten how close I'm going with this. Okay, so we've damaged up this section just here, and we've started laying down our washes. So this is just a series of washes over and over the top, sort of thing. Now the idea is what to do later is once I varnish this, I'll give this a more of a glossy look, and I'll probably use some weathering liquids or some water, solid water, and flick a load of it across the side to give it more of a runny look. But the pilot's in, so you can see our pilot there. He just needs just a little bit of detailing on the helmet and the lens, and as you can see there, it's quite a nice look. So we've got the front as well. We've started adding our detail colours into the front there, and all the other little bits and pieces. We've added on our transfers, but they were done a while back. And that's it really. So we're going to just darken around the vents there, just around those sides there. We've still got these engines to work on. We've still got the tail fin just to jazz up a little bit. And but colour scheme wise, I'm very happy with it. It's I wanted to go for like a Second World War camouflage pattern, but and I didn't want to just spray it all grey or all blue, where it was just a very basic looking colour. I wanted to go for something that had a camouflage pattern to it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's my first one, and I've got to remember I'd never painted one of these before, so it was a bit of a trial and error. I've got to say I'm very happy with it. It's come out quite well. There's probably more that I would do to it on hindsight, but it is quite nice. So what's next, you ask? Well, let's flip this baby over. That's what she said. I did it again. Okay, so we've magnetised our fuel tanks, and they will pop on like so. We've still got the whole of this the underneath to finish. We've also got bombs that probably should put these on the right ones, that will fit on there. So now all we have to do is we have to weather and finish off the underneath of it. And we have to add our detail to it as well, and some markings. We need to do some blackened out areas where the thrusters are, just to give it a bit of a sort of dirtied down look for the or sooted area where the thrusters burn. And then we're nearly there. And I don't like, I've had to cut this section out, but I really don't like the height wise on this because it's not that high. So I was talking to Marlius the other day, and I might use downing like a rod to give it some height, because I really want it to be about at least 10 inches off the ground, or maybe higher, just to give it a feeling that it's actually flying. And plus it'd be nice to have it over the top of the buildings instead of, you know, building height. So I may create a brand new base for it, I don't know yet. But it is a nice piece, and I've got to say I'm really chuffed with it. Next step here is obviously I'd like to do more and create some other bits and pieces. I'd like to do another one of these. In fact, I'd like to own a squadron of 3 of them at some point. That would be quite nice. Okay, so we're going to work on the bottom part of it, so I'll see you in the next video. Guys, take care.